Well, a good evening to you all. Hello and welcome once again to Virtual Church. I'll be your host this evening, as usual. All the usual sort of stuff going on. However, if you're watching live, it might feel a little strange because we're doing this on a Saturday today. Normally we are here on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock UK time, and I'll tell you why I'm not here tomorrow night in a jiffy. So we are, of course, continuing with the Isaac Watts theme. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't miss a week, because I've timed it so the Isaac Watts final of the World Cup, Hymn World Cup, is just after his birthday, or just before his birthday. So we need to crack on. So we need to get straight into it. That was, of course, praise to the Lord the Almighty, the King of creation. O my soul, praise him. For he is thy health and salvation, etc., etc. You know the words to that one, right? Lobry Den Herren, wonderful tune, wonderful words. One of the favourites here on BIS. So, do you all have this to hand? Here's how tonight is going to work. Okay, so first thing to say is we need to get through. This is available, by the way, on the Beauty and Sound public Facebook page. Okay. I also think I put it on the YouTube channel as a community post. But have a look on the Facebook page. Maybe someone will give a link to it. I can see James already has. Cheers, James. What we're going to do tonight is make our way through the round of 16. So these are the matches in blue. These are the head-to-heads. It's going to be very exciting. Lots of voting to do tonight. So match 9, which is the first one tonight, for example, is O God, our help in ages past versus Sweet is the Work. And they can only go through to the next round based on your voting, okay? And voting is only open during the live stream. So unfortunately, people watching on catch-up are not able to vote. It's all down to you guys right now. In between the matches, I am very happy to play requests. So I need at least 7 live requests, please. By the way, if you are making pre-requests, we will do a big catch-up in a few weeks' time. So I'm not forgetting about you. We'll catch up. However, tonight is about live requests and Isaac Watts. So if you want me to play a request, just pop it in the chat as a super chat. It can be for $99 or 99 cents or $99, which amazingly, someone already has. Doc Bauer, you can have a hymn. Thank you so much for your donation. I really, really appreciate it. And Bill, you're so generous. You're so helpful, as is James and Josh. Honestly, thank you so much. 7 requests so we can separate out the hymns. So let's go into our first match. Okay? It is O God, our help in ages past. And then Sweet is the Work. So these are competing to win the Isaac Watts Hymn World Cup 2024. So let's start with O God, our help in ages past. And once I've played these 2 hymns, I will. What I will do is play a live request. So please do make a live request. I'll play a live request. And as I'm playing the live request, I will play, as I'm playing a live request, you can vote. All right? So I think, Doc Bauer, we need to get a request out of you. Here we go. Oh God, our help in ages past. Match number 9, guys. Let's go. A wonderful hymn and a wonderful way to start off tonight's matches. So, O God, our help in ages past is up against Sweet is the Work. Find it all the way down here. Sweet is the work, my God, my King, to praise thy name, give thanks and sing, to show thy love by morning light, and talk of all thy truth at night. The wonderful tune is called Deep Harmony, and it's by Handel Parker. We've had a couple of requests. Thank you so much, James and Bill. That's very kind of you. So we need 5 more live requests just to split up the matches tonight. So get requesting. Okay. By the way, if you guys watching tonight, you're going to have to all vote because we are obviously a shorter, smaller crowd with us being on a Saturday rather than on a Sunday. So you've got to make up for the people who aren't here tonight. So after this hymn, I'm going to play a request and you've all got to vote. All right, let's have a go at Sweet is the Work. Thank you very much to Brian for a very generous donation of $50. Has made a really good request for Onward Christian Soldiers, dedicated to my uncle who passed away 2 hours ago. Blimey, only 2 hours ago. Well, Brian, I'm very sorry to hear that. And my condolences to you. And I'm sure everyone else has already said that, just as John Marshall has just said. It's very sad. But of course, we'll play Onward Christian Soldiers for you. Give you a bit of uplift as best as we can. Definitely. Okay, so you've had it now. Match 9 is complete. What I need to do is create a poll so you can vote live. This is really, I love this. This is so exciting. So here we go. Match number 9. We have Oh God, Our Help in Ages Past versus Sweet is the Work. Before I click Start Poll, it's very, very important for me to remind you that this is about Isaac Watts. Okay? So I could have played Sweet as the Work to the Teletubbies theme tune, and I could have played Oh God, Our Help in Ages Past to Benny Hill. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's about the words. That would be an entirely different competition if it was about the music. Okay, but it's about the words, all right? So important to say that because there's so many tunes I realize to these words, okay? So here we go. I'm going to click Start Poll. Now, whilst you're voting, I'm going to play the first request that came in tonight, which came in from James Mossop. James Mossop is, as you can see by the badge after his name, a long-term listener because he has a badge. So he's been very supportive over the years and great company as well. So I'm very happy to play something for dear James. What is it? How Shall I Sing That Majesty? I'll play it at the Francis Jackson tempo. You English folk know what I mean. And that means you have a little bit longer to cast your vote. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh, that's the descant. Okay. Oh, there she blows. There she blows. Okay, 4 verses of Kofen. How shall I sing that majesty which angels do admire? Oh, I said, I'll cheer for this hymn. Why I'm not here tomorrow night. Those of you who are in West Sussex or on the south coast, you may be interested to hear. But here we go. How shall I sing? Kofen. I just had to go and turn off In the Night Garden. It suddenly came on as I was playing that. A lot of you will have no idea what that is. Some of you will, and I'm sure that will tickle some of you. In the Night Garden. Right, so James Mossop, thank you very much for your request. You always send through belters of hymns. So before I click End Poll up here, I'm going to give just a few more seconds for those people who haven't voted chance to vote, because we are a little bit limited tonight in audience because of it being a different evening. If you haven't voted, please do vote. So tomorrow night I'm playing... have you heard of Matthew Coleridge, who's written a Requiem? And he is touring this piece around the country, performing it in all sorts of wonderful venues. Tomorrow is Lancing College Chapel, where I did do a virtual church there a couple of years ago on the Walker organ, which is on the west wall. It's very visually, very, very spectacular. And I think it's the largest school chapel in the world. I think that might be true. The largest school chapel in the world. It is huge. So I'm there tomorrow playing the organ for that Requiem. So if you are in the area or you fancy travelling down for a come and sing event, you learn the music on the day. I think you can just turn up, basically. I think you can. So I'm doing that tomorrow in Lancing College Chapel. So if you're in the area, it'd be great to see you. So here we go. 87 people have voted. They also said 87 votes had peopled. And okay, here we go. End poll. It's not a surprise, is it? To be fair, I mean, I would not want to be up against "Oh God, I Help in Ages Past." It's a bit like being up Brazil in Football World Cup in their heyday. They were unbeatable. So "Oh God, I Help," of course, goes through to the next round, which means, unfortunately for Sweet Is the Work, they get to go home and have a sweet bath. Okay, so match 9. Where does match 9 go? On your charts, winner match 9 is "Oh God," and "Oh God" goes into match 18. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. I'm now going to go straight into match 10. I knew she'd appear at some point. She can't stay away. She can't stay away, this girl, you know. Bobby, I'm trying to type. I can't type when you're pushing my hand off the keys. Literally pushing my fingers away from the keys. Right. Match 10, I think, is a bit more evenly matched. Okay. So let me put that there. I wish that really can... There we go. I'm going to pin that. So match 10. So just remind you what we are on. Come on, Bobs. Come on, Bob. Thank you. So Jesus shall reign where'er the sun versus give to our God immortal praise. Bobby, give to our God immortal praise. Oh my goodness, Bobby, please. Bobby, you're making me do all sorts of things wrong. This is meant to be a slick program. The audience tune in for slickness, organisation. I can't see the screen because your tail's in the way. Jesus shall... There it is, Duke Street. This is slick, Bobby. This is beauty and sound. What's our logo? What is our motto, Bobby? It's not Cat Central. Come on. Go on. Go on. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Right, let's go into match 10. Good luck to our competitors tonight. And if you're voting for either team, either him, good luck to you. Okay? I love this. I absolutely love doing this. Right, let's go. Wonderful words there, and of course a wonderful tune, Duke Street. Okay, we're going to go straight into its competitor, its rival, both of whom are fighting for the coveted position of the final, which will be on the 14th of July. So, the next hymn competing for that date to be in the final is Give to Our God Immortal Praise, to the tune Warrington. I think a bit of a tough one there, if I may say so. So, Jesus shall reign where'er the sun, to the tune Duke Street, but that's irrelevant. It is about the words. Give to our God immortal praise, again, irrelevant, but to the tune Warrington. Two actually very striking hymns, I think, by Isaac Watts. So at this point, I now set up the poll, and then I'm going to play another live request, which I'm going to play the live request which has come in from Brian. Because Brian has, who is this? Oh, you, Bobby. Brian lost his uncle only a matter of hours ago. This is very sad. We'll try to lift Brian's spirits whilst we're playing Onward Christian Soldiers. Common Praise, thank you. I don't think it's on the iPad, that one, for some reason. I've just got a feeling it's not, so I'm not going to even look. 549. There we go, Brian. This is for you. Hopefully this will put you in a better place. Bobby, you need to go into a better place. Okay? Can you set a good example and go to a better place? I mean, that's simply just down there is a better place. Okay? You can stay there as long as you stay still. But I know you won't stay still. Will you? So that was a Brian. Onward, Christian Soldiers. Hope that one lifted your spirits, Brian. I played it in a way that I thought you might quite like. Condolences to you, my friend. Okay, so I think you've now had enough time to vote, haven't you? Let's have a look. Ooh. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. Only 71 of you have voted, so that's not even 50% of people watching. So if you're watching, have a vote. Have a look at the poll and have a vote. Right, so doing that, I'm going to give you a few more seconds. I'm going to go and find the next hymn. Get it ready, quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So Jesus shall reign wherever the sun goes through to the quarterfinals. Where's me pen gone? Oh, can't have gone far away. Surely I haven't moved. So the winner of match 10. Oh my goodness. Yeah, right. So the winner of match 10 goes into match 18. Good night. Give to our God immortal praise. We tried so hard to get you through, but you were up against a very strong competitor. So, O God, our help in ages past, will play Jesus shall reign wherever the sun. That'll be a tough one. That will be a tough one. So now let's go into match 11. Let me just put it in the chat so you know exactly what I'm doing. There we go. So things are starting to heat up, I think. These 1v1 matches are harder. So let's have a look then now at this one. Come, let us join our cheerful songs with angels round the throne. 10,000 are their tongues, but all their joys are one. This is to the tune Nativity. Great tune, but that doesn't matter. I'll give you the Handwerk screen so you can see the stops that I'm using. Some people do find this useful. Make sure my microphone is muted. Actually, whilst I'm on this screen, let me just... oh, I can't do it. Whilst I'm on this screen, I'm just going to make a quick change to my settings. I feel like the choir is a bit loud. I don't know whether it's what it sounds like on the internet, but it sounds a bit loud. Those are my settings, by the way. Feel free to use them. These are my sort of streaming settings, not necessarily the settings that I would use if I was doing a concert in here live. Right, let me just get those screens back up. That one, isn't it? Cool. And there we go. Put you back onto this screen there. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Okay, so that's the first hymn in match 11. The second hymn in match 11 is, if you are following, I hope you are following using your own chart, it is, Alas, and did my Saviour bleed, and did my Sovereign die? Would he devote that sacred head for someone such as I? And then the refrain, as we've discussed in previous weeks, is not by Isaac Watts, but the refrain is, at to the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. But actually, it's the first 4 lines that are Isaac Watts. Alas, and did my Saviour bleed, and did my Sovereign die? Would he devote that sacred head for someone such as I? Okay, and the tune is called Hudson. Bobby, if you were on the VIP seat there, or was that the VIC seat, very important cat seat, feel free to stay there. It's all yours if you want it. I don't know why you had to get down then, Bobby. Cat logic. Never understand it. But they don't understand human logic, to be fair, do they? Neither do I. Okay, cool. So that is it for that match. So we just had Come Let Us Join Our Cheerful Songs versus Alas, and Did My Saviour Bleed, and Did My Sovereign Die. So what I do now is I hand over to you, of course. So this is match 11. Paste. I'm just pasting everything in so you can click your buttons or click your fingers, whatever you've got to do. And there we go. Over to you. Match 11. Whilst you're voting, I am going to play another request because we've had some good requests tonight. So thank you very much, everyone, for your requests coming in. It keeps Virtual Church fresh and vibrant. Okay, so let's go in. Let's go in some sort of logical order. Praise My Soul, the King of Heaven, has been sent in by Bill Raty. But Bill being Bill doesn't do things by halves. So I think by the looks of it, he has sent in a reharm. Where do I find it, Bill? Oh, it's okay, lovely. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, and it's 436 in the NEH. I know that for a fact because it's just such a popular hymn. So I'll use the NEH, and then I'll go to a desk cam here, which I've not seen before. Very, very intrigued to hear this. It should be a good one because the tune is. What is the tune called? Is it called Lauda Anima? Or because the NEH just has it listed as Praise My Soul. Anyway, the music was composed by John Goss. The descant and the reharmonization here is by John Goss. So it should be pretty good, actually. Thanks very much, Bill, for sending it in. And I am now going to play this. And whilst... Bobby, you are being ridiculous tonight, okay? Once I play this, you're going to carry on voting. It's quite close tonight. This match is quite close, so you got to vote. Otherwise, you might just miss out. So come on, get voting, guys. Bobby, Bobby, that's an F. That's the start of the Vida Toccata. Praise my soul, the King of Heaven. This is what it goes like. Like it. Yeah, I like it. Very cheeky. Some good. Reminded me of the final verse of "O Praise Ye the Lord" by Parry. You know, the one where the pedal part is particularly busy. Busy pedal part there, actually. Good one. How did you find that, Bill? Where did you find that one? Must be in a book somewhere. Because if that's in the book, then there must be others. So I'd love to know where you found it. Okay, so Praise My Soul, the King of Heaven was just enough time, I think. Oh my goodness me, 81 votes. Oh, we need to have a few more votes. It's neck and neck. It is literally neck and neck. It is 50-50, 82 votes, and it's 50-50. Well, I can't click and vote like that. So, come on, I need some more votes. There were 174 of you watching. That means there's nearly 100 of you watching who haven't clicked vote. I'm going to count to 10, and then we'll see what YouTube does with that. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. I had 89 votes. And I'm going to click the button. No, don't press it. I'm at 90 votes. Oh, don't press it. Come on, I'm going to press it now. There we go. That was the closest one I think we've probably ever had. Curda is saying, did vote. I like, oh, good emoji. Well found. And Agatha says, I can see Rowan Atkinson. What, Mr. Bean? Where? Oh, Bill, I think I have that book. I've got it upstairs. It's the first reharm in that book. Oh, come Emmanuel. If it is, then I've got it. I'll have to go and get it. Okay, so there we go. 51% of you voted for Come Let Us Join Our Cheerful Songs. Lights. Okay, Google, YouTube lights. Alas, and Did My Saviour Bleed got 48% of the votes.
It looks like the dining room floor light right now.
All right, thanks for that. So, Alas went home to bed. Didn't make it through. So where does that one go? Into match 17 is the winner. Come Let Us. Let's find out who Come Let Us Join Our Cheerful Songs is going to play in match number 17. How exciting. I absolutely thrive on this. I love it. I love this sort of competitive edge element of it. I think it's so much fun. I love getting you involved. So match 12, who's this? Roger, thank you very much for your request. I've not given any hearts yet tonight. Pin that. There you go, give you some hearts, give you some love. Who else wants some love? Have I missed anyone? I don't know whether you're getting notifications that I'm going back to the chat through all the donations that from like nearly an hour ago. But I've given you all a heart. Thank you very much, Roger. And Alan, I missed Alan. And Gregory wonders. Oh, Sean and Thomas. I've missed quite a few requests. So thank you all for your sponsored requests. Okay, so match number 12. Let's get it underway. I sing the almighty power of God. Let me find it. To the tune Elicum. Here in England, this tune just is Easter. It absolutely is Easter. I sing the almighty power of God that made the mountains rise, that spread the flowing seas abroad and built the lofty skies. I sing the wisdom that ordained the sun to rule the day. The moon shines full at his command, and all the stars obey. As I say, it's to the tune Elicum, but that's not in the competition. Elicum is merely a byproduct of this competition. Elikim is an extra, not a leading actor. I think we need to engage the tuba for this one, don't you guys? Oh yes, we do. And then so, after this, we'll have Come Holy Spirit, Heavenly Dove. I'm going to go straight into Come Holy Spirit, Heavenly Dove. The tune St. Martin's. So in match 12, we did have I Sing the Almighty Power of God, which was competing against Come Holy Spirit, Heavenly Dove, both of whom were hoping to get into the final on the 14th of July. So I now hand over to you once again, whilst I play another one of your live requests. I'm very grateful for you sending them in. I do really appreciate it. And of course, it makes Virtual Church what it is, your live requests. Match 12 is coming your way. So whilst you are all voting, there's a lot of voting tonight, I am going to play another live request, which has come in from, it came in from N4, NFOR, Will Broad, but it's been sponsored by Bill. So thank you very much, Bill. I will play it. It's only 2 verses, this one, so you haven't got too long to vote. Perhaps I might do another live request. If you're watching and you've got, if you want me to play something, that's the way Virtual Church works. I play whatever you ask me to play. Rarely do I come with things pre-prepared. They all, by and large, come from you. So if you're watching me tonight, sat at home thinking, I'd like to hear me play this hymn, not heard that for a while, please put it in the chat. Philip, you should be able to see the poll. If you close the chat window and reopen the chat window, it should then bring it up. Okay, that's a little top tip which Caroline noticed a few weeks ago. So try that, but it's definitely there. I had 64 votes, 65 votes now. Keep them coming in, and I'm gonna play. I vow to thee, my country, all earthly things above. Shall I do my usual crescendo? I will. I'll do my usual crescendo. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll go to the Hauptwerk screen, and then I'll add the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So this is going to be a little bit fiddly, isn't it? So if I hide that, go to that, click on Add Existing Top. It's going to be really clumsy. Well, that's no good. It's upside down for a start. Let's rotate it, transform it 180 degrees, and then I can just make it a little bit smaller. I can. This is live. This is what happens behind the scenes. Where should I put it? Should I put it there? So you can just squeeze it in between those stops there. There you go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? There you go. So I'll turn off the microphone now and I'll play I Vow to Thee, My Country. There you go. I hope that was useful. Some people do like to see what stops I'm using, so I hope that you being able to see the stops on the screen coming on at the relevant times helped you see how I do my crescendos. But every crescendo is different. You know, it really depends on the organ and the music, I suppose. Okay, so we are now, like, that would have given you enough time to vote. 80 votes. Okay, so we've got 174 of you watching, I think, according to my analytics, but the screen says something different. So keep voting. I'm just going to find the next hymn. So we've got about 10 seconds, and it's When I Survey the Wondrous Cross versus Give Me the Wings of Faith to Rise, match 13. But you are voting for match 12 at the minute. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's a pretty clear winner, though. So it's a pretty clear winner, so there's no point of leaving the vote open for much longer. I Sing the Almighty Power of God had 81%, and Come Holy Spirit, Heavenly Dove only had 18%. So, I Sing the Almighty goes into match 17, and we'll play Come Let Us Join Our Cheerful Songs. So as you can see, the quarterfinals will be much tougher, and I suspect that the votes will be much, much closer, and it gets much more exciting. Gregory wonders, say, boy, I was a loser on this one. No one's a loser. No one's a loser. We're all winners. Or should I say, we're all learners, as Hugo's football coach says. No one's losers. Anyone who loses, anyone who doesn't win, is a learner. Yeah, Bobby's back, but Bill, yes. Well, she's always here, isn't she? So, let's go into this next hymn, which is Lent, basically. This is all about Lent and Passiontide. When I survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride. The tune that I am going to play is Rockingham, but I do realise that there's a popular tune over in America called Hamburg, in the German city Hamburg. No, that's wrong. It might be. Anyway, so let's have a go then. Match number 13. Let me pop it on the screen. So match 13 is When I Survey the Wondrous Cross versus Give Me the Wings of Faith to Rise. Two very, very popular hymns, I would say. And actually the words of both of those, I wouldn't know who to vote for that one. I really wouldn't. So this is going to be a very tough one. So I better play these properly. Bobby, are you going to play them properly, or shall I play them? Okay, you stay there then. You stay there. It was the trumpet on the swell with the tremulant in the penultimate verse. I think there's a really sorrowful tremulant in this organ, isn't it? It's quite a slow. Whereas the tremulant at St Mary Redcliffe is a bit different, actually. So the next hymn, well, the hymn which is competing against When I Survey is Give Me the Wings of Faith to Rise. Two settings that I know, set to choral music by Ernest Bullock and one by Kenneth Layton. Very different settings, but if you're into your choral music, if you're into even song, you'll know both those, I'm sure. I think the Layton does it for me, actually. A very powerful setting. The Bullock is much more self-contained and shorter, but the Layton's a bit more elaborate. The big solo, bass solo, that ends, I think, quite loudly. Give me the wings of faith to rise within the veil and see the saints above. How great their joys, how bright their glories be. The tune that I'm going to use here is a tune that we tend to use over here in this country. Song 67 by Gibbons. All right, let's do it. Okay, I think that's a bit of a tough match, actually. I wouldn't want to be you right now, but you've got a hard job voting, but you have to vote. Either way, for When I Survey the Wanderers Cross, I'm going to sneeze at you! I tried to warn you. When I Survey the Wanderers Cross versus Will Give Me the Wings of Faith to Rise. Okay, here is the poll coming your way. Thank you all so much, by the way, for joining in the fun and getting involved with the polls and the competition. There you go. Over to you, my dear friends. Whilst you're voting, I'm going to head into another live request, which is coming from a donation from Doc Bauer, who sent $100. So that's very kind, Doc. Thank you very much. And he's asked for, it has a Lasst uns erfrauen, which is all creatures of our God and King. I assume those are the words in here. Which words did you want, Doc? But I'll play the tune, and you can sing whatever word you like, I suppose. That's the beauty of singing behind closed doors and on your sofa with a very refreshing bottle to hand, I hope. Okie doke. So I'll give you, because I don't know what words you're singing, I'll give you a few verses of this. Give you more time to vote. All creatures of our God and King. Doc Bauer has confirmed those are the words that he'd like us all to sing. By the way, in the future, when we eventually get the music room up and running, I will be inviting or opening the floor, I guess, to you. You'll be able to come and join in live. And what we'll do is we'll have the hymns printed, or we'll send them out as a PDF. And you'll be able to sing live in the room with me, playing. Very exciting. We just need to get the darn thing built and saved up for. If anybody wants to sponsor a music room, the BIS music room, you get a lot of publicity, and it's for a very good cause. If anybody wants to sponsor it, or at least sponsor half of it, get in touch. It's a serious suggestion. It's going to be used by all sorts of people, by the looks of it, which is great. Okay, so here we go for Doc Bauer. Which screen shall we use? Let's go into Romsey Abbey. Well, we had there, all creatures of our God and King, lift up your voice and with us sing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, I am suffering a little bit. Someone noticed that I sound like I'm suffering. I am. I've got a little bit of hay fever. It's been particularly bad this year. I don't normally get hay fever, but it's affected me pretty bad this year. It's pretty annoying, if I'm honest. Pretty annoying, especially when I'm trying to talk or trying to do voiceover and record. And I've got a sort of a blocked nose. And I'm talking like this. It's like, oh. One of the great things, let's just quickly say this. One of the great things about doing virtual church, and one of the great things about having been doing virtual church now for coming up to 5 years, would you believe it? Although it's not always been called virtual church, of course. But we've been doing a form of virtual church, and it will be, I did my very first one in October or November. There's a moth over there. That's how long we've been going for. There's moths coming out of the organ. Yeah, so it started in October, November 2019, the year before COVID. Very sort of informally, did some weird, requests type videos, and it's developed into what it is today. One of the great things about doing this for so long is seeing people come back. People who were viewers years ago and have supported me and have been, they've been close to me, they've been friends, and very generous in many ways. And there's someone who just said hello just then, and Paul Larson, who sent $20, is one of those people who is a very long-term, a heritage listener, very much so. And it's great to see you, Paul. And it's for people like you who were here at the very beginning. I do this, and of course all these new people as well, like Super Tato, which I think is just a wonderful name. I didn't quite know what it was until Caroline explained what it was. New people coming into the chat every week who I've not seen before. It's for you as well, I do this. And of course, everyone else who's just been around, people like my producers, James and Josh. I can see people like Bobby, Jim's been around for a long time. Michelle is a relatively new listener, but comes in most weeks. Gregory, all these people, it's for you I do virtual church. And I really love sitting here and spending time with you. I truly, truly mean that. I really appreciate everything that we do together, everything that we've built up. It's wonderful. It really is. There's nothing else like it in the world, I don't think. Anyway, enough waffle. Come on, let's crack on. Man up. Right, so what match was that? Match 13, and you voted. 92 of you. 92 people have voted. Okay, that is a surprise, because I thought, I know that When I Survey the Wondrous Cross is a very popular hymn. I know that. But I genuinely thought that Give Us the Wings of Faith to Rise was equally as well known, but no, 80% of you. We might as well end it, because I don't think there's no chance Give Me the Wings of Faith will come back now. So When I Survey, I think the problem there is When I Survey is just such a banger, isn't it? It's such a well-known, powerful hymn, and it just, it's sung every year in almost every church in Lent and in Passiontide. I think any hymn that comes up against it is in trouble, basically. However, it could get into the final against O God, Our Help in Ages Past. Then what happens? So, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross goes into match 20. And let's find out who When I Survey the Wondrous Cross is going to play by now zooming into match 14. Okay, so match 14 is Jesus Shall Reign Wherever the Sun. Are you sure? Can't be, we've had it. Match 14, Jesus Shall Reign Wherever the Sun. What's happened here? Why are we having the same hymn twice? Oh no. Why has that happened? What? Why has that happened? Oh, help. Oh, crumbs. Oh, let me just have a very quick look at this. Something's happened. Bear with me. I can. If I'm quick, I can work this out. Oh, let me fire up. Oh, goodness me. Oh, no. Sorry for the hiatus. All nearly 200 of you watching. Please be patient. I just need to... Something has gone awry with my chart. And we'll be back with you very, very quickly when I've worked out what's happened. So match 14. Jesus shall reign wherever the sun. Winner of Group C. What's the winner of Group C? The winner of Group C was, let me just check, go back through the chats. Winner of Group C was, yeah, Jesus shall reign wherever the sun. So, oh no, CD. Oh, I know. Winner of Group B, A, D. Oh, okay. Oh, Crumhall. I don't. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, the winner of Group D. Okay, let me just quickly get this right. So that's the winner of Group D, and that one is C. So the winner of Group D was Joy to the World. Yes, it's Joy. Joy to the World. That famous Christmas one, okay, plays the runner-up of Group D. And the runner-up of Group D was... that, yes, From All That Dwell Below the Skies. From All That Dwell Below the Skies. Is that right? Are we right? Yes, we are. So it's, yes, it's Joy to the yes, that's it. Sorry, it's actually quite a quick fix. Phew. So that was a relief. I apologize about that, but I fixed it. Okay, so let me get match 14 is Joy to the World versus From All That Dwell Below the Skies. Okay, I'm just going to close that window over there because there's moths and heavens knows whatever else is coming in. It's going to get quite hot in here now, that's a problem. I think also there's a door open over here. Yeah, there's more bugs are coming in. It's a problem with summer, isn't it? When you leave the windows and doors open because it's so hot, all the bugs just come in. Bobby, this way. Go on, this way. Go on. There we go. Oh, but the problem is just moths in here now. Look. It's like, why? You see it? Don't fly around there, whatever you do. Don't fly in front of the camera consistently. That'll put people off their vote. Whew. Let's pen that. Sorry, this is not professional. So match 14, here we go. I can find Joy to the World. I need to get up again. Oh, because it's in Counts of Choirs, isn't it? That's why. Aha! The moth is on the window. Go on, go! Yes, it got out. The moth lives for another day. It's going to tell its friends all about virtual church and how Give Me the Wings of Faith was voted out. He can't believe it, the moth. He can't believe it. Joy to the World. The Lord is... Oh, where is it? Number 202. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. This is the arrangement by John Rutter. It's based, apparently, on Handel, which is from the Messiah, isn't it? Engaged tuba, because there's lots of pomp and certainly lots of circumstance. Let's go. That was, of course, Joy to the World. The Lord is come. Now, the unfortunate hymn, which is up against that, is From All That Dwell Below the Skies. I think a different sort of hymn. A different sort of hymn. But it's in the competition and it's competing. It's done well to get so far. Where is it? From. Well, it's to Last uns Frauen again. So we're going to have this for the second time. From all that's dwell below the skies, let the Creator's praise arise. Alleluia, alleluia. Let the Redeemer's name be sung through every land in every tongue. Doc Bauer, you were very generous earlier on, and actually you're getting this tune twice tonight. You deserve it for being so generous. I really appreciate that. It really makes my day when I get on virtual church and people are so generous. It really does. Here we go then, guys. Let's go. From All That's Dwell Below the Skies, the tune Last uns Frauen, was competing against Joy to the World. Quite a tough rival, if I'm honest. A very strong competitor in the competition, Joy to the World. Thank you very much, Steve Park, who's just sent through $50. Thank you so much, Steve. You've been around for a long time. Appreciate your company, and I do really appreciate your generosity tonight. So thank you very much. And Gerald Long, if you're $5, I really appreciate that as well. And Roger Kingston, £10. Adam Cross, £2. I appreciate all donations, both large and small. Thank you so much. Let's now let's have a look at this poll. I haven't even put it on the screen yet, have I? Because of course I need to play a live request. What match was that? That was match number 14. Okay, so I almost made another error.
What was that then?
Well, I don't know how, but I had the wrong hymn in one of the matches.
Oh.
So Jesus shall reign where ere the sun
Was
was down twice.
Oh.
Joy to, but I noticed I managed to fix it.
Well done.
Joy to the
Nick
world.
of time.
Just in nick at time. That's right.
Isaac Watts would have been turning in his grave if you hadn't fixed it.
I know. He would have been saying, "How dare you not play one of my greatest hymns?
Exactly.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come." Against from all that dwell below the skies that you just heard there. Over to you. Now, whilst you're voting, I can unpin that message. Whilst you're voting, I'm going to play another live request. This time from Marty M, who sent in a request for America the Beautiful.
It's good that 182 people got the message that you were going live tonight, not tomorrow.
I know. I was just worried that people wouldn't get the message. Actually,
you were worried.
Actually, I'm interested in that. I'm genuinely interested to know how people get these messages. So, how did you know that I was going live tonight, not tomorrow night? Did you? Well, I won't give you the options. You tell me. How did you know I was live tonight? Because
I fed Bobby, by the way.
She was being a bit of a nuisance, if I'm
I heard
honest.
you shut her out. I heard the doors shut.
Did you also hear In the Night Garden coming on?
No.
No. Well, it came on as I was playing one of the hymns. I heard In the Night Garden playing.
She must have trodden on a flicker.
No, I think it was on pause, and it had been on pause for such a long time that it had just run out of buffer. So I started playing.
Oh.
I think that's the reason, anyway. Greg, I think you're amazing for sending $20. Thank you very much.
I really like those pairs. They're really good.
I like those wacky emojis. They're funny.
I like. There's a funny one. The pair he's lifting weights.
Yeah.
And he's doing it rhythmically, and it's almost the right tempo of one of the pieces that you play.
That tends to be the one that gets sent when I'm doing my marathons, isn't it?
Yeah, but it matches the tempo of one of the great organ works. It's like do 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 do, and once you were playing, I can't remember which piece it was, a famous organ piece.
Yeah.
And it was, I think it might have been the finale from VN1, and it was almost exactly do 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 do. It's the same tempo as the pair lifting his weight.
Well, a musical pair with good rhythm.
Yeah, it was funny.
I was using it as a metronome.
Funny.
Right, come on, let's go into
Anyway, this pair's just
beautiful,
he's topping his hat to you.
skies for very polite for Amber Waves of Grain for Marty M, who sent through $5. Beautiful music, that. I love that tune. Hope that was okay for you, Marty. Great. So it looks like, this one's quite close. No, it's not close at all. It's not close in the slightest. It's miles apart. Not surprising. You know, there was match 13 was When I Survey the Wondrous Cross and Give Me the Wings of Faith to Rise. 2 well-known hymns. But did you really think that? I mean, which one did you think won?
Sorry, give us the Wings of Faith versus which?
When I Survey the Wondrous Cross.
Well, clearly, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross.
Yeah, but clearly, you say clearly, yes, that is a very popular hymn, but it was like 80-odd% of the vote, and there was quite a lot of people voting. And I thought that particular one would have been much closer, but it wasn't. It was very clear.
No, come on. When I Survey the Wondrous Cross.
It's a banger.
Like
it is. As I said, it's the hymn for Lent and Passiontide.
Passiontide. It's the definitive Passiontide hymn, surely. Or Lenten hymn, not maybe not Passiontide.
I think so, but yeah.
Oh, Sacred Head Sore Wounded is the definitive Passiontide hymn.
All right, here we go.
J.S. Bach.
Nearly 100 votes for this one. That's good. More people are getting involved. Good to see. So end poll.
Hello, Andantino. Just saw that on the chat.
Andantino is very much a heritage listener.
Actually, lots of people have said hello to me, so it's really unfair to single out.
I never get that. I don't get hello, Richard, when I start playing.
Hello, everyone who said hello to me.
Why don't I get hellos? People just like, it's him.
You're just a given, aren't you? The show wouldn't go on without you.
I'm the performing monkey.
I'm an add-on.
Yeah, but you get all the attention.
I'm a bolt-on. I'm like you pay extra in your car to get the extra. You're just the car.
Yeah, you're the optional extra, aren't you?
Yeah.
In the car, that's right. Yeah. What am I? I'm just the engine that just people take for granted.
You're the car, and I'm like the extra.
You're the in-car.
There's another little extra.
You're the premium in-car entertainment.
That's right.
And I'm just the engine.
You're just the car.
Right. Anyway, let's go. Thank you. See, Michelle said it, and David. People are saying it now. They're saying hello, Richard.
They're not saying hello to you.
You're the heck. No, they don't. They say hello to each other. But me, they don't say hello to me.
Oh dear.
Right.
Bobby Hendley says, hello Richard, the performing monkey. You've lost your plot, haven't you?
Match 14.
Joy to the World.
Joy to the World. Well, it's not a surprise though, is it, really?
I don't think so. I mean, that's the very famous carol, isn't it? Have you told them? You should tell them the story about what happened to you when you played that wedding.
I will. If
oh, go on. This is the moment. Joy to the World.
No, but
they've heard the story before.
It's gone through to the next round. So
no, it's a good story.
No, it was waffling enough as it is. Match 15.
Richard played an organ once at the opening of that hymn, and the organ ran out of bellows because he hadn't turned it on properly. So it got flatter and flatter as he played the first line of that hymn. Luckily, the bride laughed. Saw the funny side.
Well, it was the processional as well. that was what she was walking into.
Yeah, you can just imagine poor Richard with it.
Actually, no, it wasn't. They had a string quartet playing as the processional. So the first notes that I played, the first time I ever played that organ, was the first hymn because I wasn't for some reason I wasn't able to go and practice for some reason, but so I just turned up, played, and the very first thing that I played was the hymn. I didn't play the processional, so when I played the first hymn, it just wasn't turned on properly. It was half turned on, so it ran out of air as it went down that descending scale, and the descending scale of was much more than an octave. It sort of went. So it's impossible to play, but if you imagine playing a descending scale, it's getting flatter and flatter and flatter and flatter.
Like
Don't do it.
You can sing it.
Someone has just gifted some channel memberships.
And Ian says, "Hi Richard, where's it gone?
Horse bassoon.
You are the heart of the great show." There you go.
That's very kind.
He said it better than I could.
That's very kind.
I just compared you to a car.
I'm just going to. I do. We do like cars. I'm just going to say. I'm just going to give a bit of love to Horse Bassoon because they have a great name. I've never heard Horse Bassoon. Those words put together before.
Have you got a bassoon on this organ?
And they've just gifted 5 memberships. So thank you very much.
Have you got a bassoon stop on this organ?
Sort of.
Yeah, we are. Horse Bassoon. That's for you. It's Baswin, isn't it? Or that's not how you pronounce it, I know.
So match 15
pronounce
is my shepherd will supply my need versus I'll praise my maker while I've breath. My shepherd will supply my need. To the wonderful tune Resignation. I think we actually had this requested fairly recently, didn't we? To this tune.
Which sample set are you playing today from Steve Park? Is it Romsey Abbey? I don't know. I've come in late.
Can't you tell?
Romsey Abbey. Definitely Romsey Abbey.
No, there's no other organ that makes that noise.
What's it called? A Barker lever action or
It
something?
certainly is. There we go, geek.
Yeah, I know my stuff.
Right, so here we go. This is match 15 then. My shepherd will supply my need versus I'll praise my maker while I've breath. Who will win, I wonder? Well, it's down to you. A lovely tune. But, as we keep saying, it's not the music, it's the words. The tune is called Resignation, and it comes from Southern Harmony, 1835. But more importantly, the words are a paraphrase on, as we all probably know, Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. My shepherd will supply my need. Jehovah is his name. In pastures fresh, he makes me feed beside the living stream. He brings my wandering spirit back when I forsake his ways. He leads me for his mercy's sake in paths of truth and grace. Beautiful hymn. But what's it coming up against? It's coming up against, I'll praise my Maker while I've breath. And this is to the tune, the old 113th. I'll praise my Maker while I've breath, and when my voice is lost in death, praise shall employ my nobler powers. My days of praise shall never be past, while life and thought and being last, or immortality endures. All right? All right, let's go. As Thomas Moronta says, another hard decision. Well, indeed. this is now where I do hand over to you, and I'm glad that I'm not you, because I wouldn't quite know which way to put it. Never mind any election. It's all about the Isaac Watts hymn competition. That's the vote that really matters. My shepherd will supply my need versus I'll praise my maker while I've breath. Oh, well, that's annoying. How do I? Oh dear! I'm gonna have to make a spelling mistake on purpose. All right. So I'll praise my maker while I've breath.
Call it. I'll praise my maker.
I'll praise my. Okay, good idea. Fair enough. I'll do that. There we go. Caroline's got all the good ideas. Up and pin that. So over to you now. So that's for match 15. Whilst you're voting, another request that's come in comes in from where? Email. My email comes in from Bill. It's sponsored this on behalf of the pearly gates will open. Where do I find that?
While you're finding that,
yeah.
Jack Sikema said, "Richard, you are awesome." Just thought I'd like to share that with you.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I like hearing that sort of thing.
And
I need that in my life. I need to hear that.
There were some +1s in that. Although Glyn Rain said -1, South Carolina. I think that was probably a typo.
-1.
It was either a joke or a typo. Some dry humour.
Yeah, I'm not here, and I'm definitely not in North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South. Well, I'm not in North. I'm definitely in South.
So that was funny. That
So,
made me laugh.
Love divine, so great and wondrous, deep and mighty, pure, sublime, coming from the heart of Jesus, just the same through tests of time. He, the pearly gates will open, so that I may enter in. For he purchased my redemption and forgave me all my sin.
And before you play that hymn,
Yeah.
I think most people either knew about the change of day by Patreon or the YouTube member email.
Okay.
And some people just happened by chance to be on YouTube and realised that you were live tonight.
Does everyone get notifications, by the way? Do you all get the notifications like when I put a video on? Because that's important. It's really good that people are still members of the Patreon scheme. And of course, people are members of the channel membership scheme as well. I do really appreciate all of your support through those channels. Good, I can see some people clicking yes for the notifications. Excellent. Right, then let's go into this request, which is coming from Tianstrom. I can't pronounce that, but apologies. But sponsored by Bill. Let's have a look at this rhythm. So how does the rhythm go? It goes. Okay. It's like awkwardly printed is all. So thank you very much for sending that one in. New one for me. I think that was the first time I had that one. I think that's about long enough for you all to have voted. 78 of you have voted for match 15. Quite a clear winner again, interestingly. Psalm 23.
That was the sound of the
What's this noise the extras are making tonight?
hymns and psalms dug out from the cupboard. It was for your producer.
Okay.
He sent me on a mission, which I have accepted.
And have you fulfilled the mission successfully?
Well, I fulfilled
Mission
stage 1.
accomplished?
Stage 1, mission in process. In progress, even. MIP.
Yes, exactly. Right, here we go. 81 votes. 59% of you voted for my shepherd will supply my need. My pen's going to walk about again. Oh, there it is. Let's keep an eye on, make sure putting the right ones through to the next round.
Oh, this hymn book smells. You like smelly hymn books, don't you, Richard?
I do. So where does this one go? The winner of match 15 goes into here, into match 19. Which leaves one more match tonight, match number 16. And the winner of match 16 will play My Shepherd Will Supply My Need. So this is a final match tonight. Oh, I love this. I love doing this. I should do this more regularly. I think it's great.
I seem to remember last year as well, I got to be referee and sent you off at one point for bad behaviour. I sent you to the sin bin for doing something naughty.
The sin bin?
I can't remember what it was. I gave you a yellow card. Probably for disrespect to the referee. Usually that's what goes on.
Well, fair play. I mean, if you're the referee, then yeah. Always, yeah.
I'm the referee and trophy engraver.
Well, what were you doing?
I can't remember now, but I remember giving you a yellow card.
Why would I have a yellow card? For being what? I know some people were saying that I was being biased against some of the hymns, or he's playing this hymn a bit better than the other hymn.
No, I knew you weren't doing that. You were giving them all some welly, but there was some back chat to the referee, I think.
Back chat. You give me a yellow card, that's outrageous. What happened if I got 2 yellow cards? Then what would happen?
Well, that's exactly. Well, we'll have to get Nala to play. She's just entered at the right time. Nala's here to remind you that if you give too much back chat, she'll take over.
Oh, look, Katrina's just
because she's really in charge over here.
Thank you very much, Katrina. What is a yellow card, Sarah asks. Well, so in football...
Soccer.
I mean, I don't...
Soccer, you may call it in these states.
Yeah, I don't really follow football, if I'm honest. But I do know that... I do know about the offside rule, surprisingly. I know how that works. A yellow card is, if you're a little bit naughty on pitch, you might get a yellow card saying, I've got my eye on you, sunshine. Watch out, all right? It's like a warning. Got my eye on you. If you get another yellow card, it's like, gave you your warning, gave you a chance, you're off.
And if you do something really awful...
if you get 2 yellow cards, it means you get a red card. A red card is stop, you're off.
You're down to 10 men.
Think David Beckham.
Which is disastrous if it's a competitive match.
One of the most famous red cards in
suddenly you're down to 10 men or women, indeed, if it's a ladies' match.
I don't know what a yellow card is in American football, I'm afraid.
But they have soccer. Like David Beckham bought LA Galaxy. So they know all about soccer out there.
Is he still over there? He's not doing that still.
I'm not sure.
That is old news.
I'm not an expert in the Beckham's life and times, but Nala is. Nala knows everything.
Why does Nala know everything?
Well, she's clever.
Right, so
she's clever.
Wonderful tune coming up, but as I keep saying, it's not about the music. Join all the glorious names of wisdom, love, and power that ever mortals knew, that angels ever bore. All are too poor to speak his worth, too poor to set my Saviour forth. The tune, which rather surprisingly, really, because this tune does not go to these words in my mind, is Darwall's 148th. Ye angels here below, whatever it is. But join all the glorious names. We'll play in match 16, Come We That Love the Lord. Okay, so don't base your vote on the music, it's the words. So follow the words on hymnary.org or wherever you want to follow it. Maybe you've got a hymn book. Follow the words, and it's about which words speak to you. All right. And in the future, we'll do a tune World Cup, the best tunes. That'll be good fun. Okay, then let's go into this wonderful hymn in match 16, the final match this evening. What have I started? You're all talking about the Beckhams. Oh my goodness. I've had a red donation. A red donation means that's the highest category. Thank you very much, Robert. It's great to see you. I really appreciate that. That means a huge amount. I've been saying a lot tonight about how much I appreciate everyone who watches and supports BIS. So you've come in at the right time. So thank you so much for that. That's very generous. No matter how small or how large the donations are, they all mean a lot. Andy, the Valley Wood Turner, wins the name for the best prize. The prize for the best name gave £2, and I really appreciate that. So that's wonderful. So Robert, you've missed out because we're actually in the middle of a competition. We are voting for the best hymn by Isaac Watts. Okay. And we are now in, what match is that? This is match number 16. So we've had 16 matches over the past few weeks. And this is the final one tonight. So the hymn just there, Join All the Glorious Names of Wisdom, Love and Power, is playing Come We That Love the Lord. And in a moment, you're all going to vote for which is your favourite hymn out of these two hymns. And as I keep saying, Robert, it's not about the music, it's about the words. So this is very much Isaac Watts and his words. It's not about the music. So, yep, Noel Rawthorne came out there, but I could have played it basically just in unison with one hand, and it would be the same. It's all about the words. Anyway, Come We That Love the Lord is waiting very patiently on the sideline, keeping with the sport theme, and is about to come on the pitch. It's like the X Factor, isn't it? They're about to come on stage to perform, and you're going to vote yes or no, give them a big cross or not. If I can find it. Come We That Love the Lord. And it's the Marching to Zion tune, isn't it? Come we that love the Lord, and let our joys be known. Joy in a song with sweet accord. Join in a song with sweet accord, and thus surround the throne. We're marching to Zion, beautiful Zion. We're marching to Zion, the beautiful city of God. The refrain is not Isaac Watts, it's Robert Lowery. But the verses are very much Isaac Watts. A very uplifting hymn, this. So let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. Let's have a bit of fun. What? Or what? Yes, what? Come We That Love the Lord and Let Our Joys Be Known has just played in match 16, Join All the Glorious Names. So this is now where you vote for your favourite hymn out of those two. So match 16 is Join All the Glorious Names versus Come We That Love the Lord. Okay, so as I'm going to play now, another live request that's come in. Let's have, what should we have? Let's go through them in order. Thomas Maronta sent one in, which is an interesting one. Very familiar music for people this side of the pond. Very much so. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountain side, let freedom ring. Now, these words will be very, very familiar to people. Sorry, this tune will be very, very familiar to people. Slightly oddly to play this, but hey ho. This is, you'll see what I mean. There you go. It feels very strange playing that like that, but as an Englishman, right, and playing our national anthem to different words in a very sort of straight way like that is quite odd. It's normally, well, I normally play it quite differently, fanfares and all sorts. As you know, you've heard me play it before. Anyway, so that is the final match. So let's have a look at the voting now. So 74 votes. Okay, I'm going to leave it open for just a few more seconds because to see if we can just bring them in line. 62% of you are voting for Come We Let's Love the Lord, and 38% of you are going for Join All the Glorious Names. Okay, let's go count on 5. 5. 5, 5, 5. 4, 4, 3. 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1. We have liftoff. That's one of Hugo's toys. That's what it says. Okay, well, let's close. 81 votes. I think that's close enough. There we go. That was the final match tonight. And with 59% of the votes was Come We That Love the Lord and Join All the Glorious Names is Going Home. Okay, so match 16, winner of match 16 is going to play next week. My shepherd will supply my need. Come we. Winner of match 14 was Joy to them. Okay, so let's have a quick recap then. So we only have 8 hymns now left in the competition, down from 32. So match 18 next week will be O God, Our Help in Ages Past versus Jesus Shall Reign Wherever the Sun. Match 17 will be Come Let Us Join Our Cheerful Songs versus I Sing the Almighty Power of God. Let's go to match 18 will be My Shepherd Will Supply My Need versus Come We That Love the Lord. And match 20, this will be a tough one, will be When I Survey the Wondrous Cross versus Joy to the World. So it is getting narrower and narrower and harder now because those hymns are getting more and more popular. And that's what will make the competition much more competitive, I guess, towards the end, because it's only the best hymns remaining. I'm very interested to see how it goes. We should have a sweepstake. Who's going to get into the final? Okay, so
when I survey the wondrous cross.
Well, you can't say it. You can't say that. It might not.
I just told you earlier that it was the definitive Lenten Passiontide hymn. So.
Well, it is. But
in my opinion,
Joy to the World is one of the most popular Christmas hymns.
It is.
You see, so.
And O God, Our Help in Ages Past.
It's one of the most popular hymns for remembrance.
Well, popular general hymn, really.
Well, it is, yeah. So, don't know. Those are all really massively popular hymns, aren't they? So let's just go through these live requests. So we've had a beautiful one from Gregory Wanders. Dearest Jesus, we are here, gladly your command obeying. With this child we now draw near in response to your own saying. To the wonderful chorale Liebster Jesu, which obviously Bach himself harmonized and made into organ chorales in the Orgelbuchlein. But we'll give you 3 verses here, Gregory, because there are 5 verses in here. And we just got a few more requests to get through. Thank you very much, Richard. Okay, let's get that sort of set up. And let's have a play.
I love it. don't know. She just said she was.
Isn't that? Sorry.
Sorry.
Isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful hymn? Beautiful music, isn't it? It's no wonder Bach harmonised it and arranged it at least twice. No more than that. Well, at least twice. There were 2 gorgeous arrangements of it in the Orgelbuchlein. Really wonderful music, that. Thank you very much. I'm surprised that isn't sung more regularly, actually, in this country. Is it in the NEH, that one?
I don't know.
I don't know whether it is or not, but it should be if it's not.
I think it is.
Okay, so Alan Cross has asked for something a bit different to that. Oh, Jesus, I have promised, which is a bit of a crowd pleaser, I think.
Oh yes. So this was why I got the blue book out of the back cupboard of the organ.
Yep.
He wants the newer tune, please.
Oh, right.
Well, there are 2 tunes. One is
there's Wolvercote,
and then one
obviously.
is Day of Rest. Now, I looked at the dates of the composers of these tunes, and W.H. Ferguson, who wrote Wolvercote, is substantially later and therefore newer than James William Eliot, who wrote Day of Rest. So I reckon the newer tune, therefore, should be Wolvercote.
Well, I have 3 tunes on here, actually. I have Angel's Story, Day of Rest, and Wolvercote.
Oh.
So which one am I playing, sorry?
Well, we don't know. He wants the newer tune.
The newer tune looks like it's by... well, there's that, oh Jesus, I have promised to serve thee to the end.
Maybe it's that then.
Which
It's probably that one.
don't know whether I have that.
Well, James didn't think you did.
Help.
Oh no, the Raw song cover's been injured.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, no, it's okay actually.
Don't say
it's just
that.
a bit dog-eared, but it's okay. I don't think you do.
Well, there's this one.
Oh yeah.
Should we have a go at that one and see whether it's that one?
Where are we? Oh, that's the newest, 1970.
Let's give a couple
Mr.
of verses of
Wolvercote
this.
died in 1950, so this is the newest.
Let's give a couple of verses of this
Depending on when
one.
it was written, of course.
This is not one that I've ever played before, but
James said it was popular in primary school. This has got to be it.
let's see. Let's see
Geoffrey
then.
Beaumont, arranged by Norman Warren.
I'm going to say Norman Wisdom.
Warren. Who is Norman Wisdom?
Someone tell Caroline who Norman Wisdom is, please.
I have no idea.
probably played that entirely wrong, but I've never had to play it before. But I knew it was a thing. I knew it was a thing, but I've never had to play that one before. Hope that was vaguely correct. Alan, thank you very much for sponsoring it. Roger Kingston is coming up next with a wonderful Grace of Jesus, which is in my email, I think. He says, I need to open it in Fourscore. Oh, crumbs, that sounds complicated. Oh, yes, oh, crumbs. Okay, I'll have to open that in Fourscore, like you say.
Roger Kingston loves the solo read.
It's a good tuba, isn't it, this one?
Very regal.
Very regal. Wonderful grace of Jesus, greater than all my sin. How shall my tongue describe it? Where shall its praise begin? Taking away my burden, setting our spirit free, for the wonderful grace of Jesus reaches me. Ooh, what chord is that? That one, I think.
Oh, funky.
And then it goes. Da, 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 da. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? The rolling C D D D D D D D D D D. Oh, this is going to keep me on my toes. I've never seen a hymn like this before. Well, wish me luck. This is one for the history books. Have a listen to this. Just nearly got it all. Nearly. Didn't quite manage all of that correctly. Certainly a old fistful, isn't it? Funny enough, it sounded familiar. I think we have had it before.
We have had it before.
Yeah. I think we have had that one before.
We have indeed.
Okay, so let's quickly get through these remaining ones. I don't know whether I have got this Canadian national anthem on here.
Yeah, it's at the end of.
I've got it here. Yeah.
It's at the end of the ELW.
So we'll have this. So Canada. What's Canada Day? Is on the 1st of July. What do we celebrate on? Well, obviously we celebrate Canada. But why is it called Canada Day? Is it Canada celebrating themselves, or is it Canada Day in Germany?
It's the National Day of Canada.
Where?
It's a federal statutory holiday.
In Canada?
Yes. It celebrates the anniversary of Canadian Confederation, which occurred on July the 1st, 1867, with the passing of the British North America Act, when the 3 separate colonies of the United Canadas, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick were united into a single dominion within the British Empire called Canada.
There we go. So, magic voice from somewhere just told us all what it was. So thank you very much. I will happily play this for you, Richard. Allegro, that is. Just one verse. I've got 2 verses here. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriots love, in all thy sons command. I have to say that Canada is very much a place I want to visit at some point. I know it's massive, but it looks absolutely spectacular. So we should go, I think.
I've been.
No, I haven't. I just really... I
was going to see my cousin Brenda. She
I
lives
really
in Vancouver.
want to go, I want to go and see real Canada. Real.
I've told you about this.
What?
The Sea to Sky Highway. You'd like that. It's very dramatic.
Love to go. I would love to go.
It's a good road trip.
So in Christ alone my hope is found. He is my light, my strength and song. Has been requested by Gerald Long. So we better have it then. Thanks, Gerald. Appreciate your donation and your sponsor of this hymn, In Christ Alone by Stuart Townend. think that is one of the better modern hymns. I think that's one of the greater ones. We should do a competition of all hymns post 1900 or something.
That's next year's World Cup.
That would be interesting to. What is the best modern hymn? Should make a note of that.
Next year's World Cup, decided 2025.
There's a lot of hymns actually written post 1900. Actually,
Well, we'll have to do a shortlisting.
Yeah. So the final hymn to come in from Daniel is "Creator of the Stars of Night." So the tune is St. Gregory. So number one.
Brendan Nolan says, I'd love to see that competition. Well, I think, Brendan, we've just finalised next year's World Cup. Can you wait that long? Can you wait a whole year? Of course you can.
Yeah, but like Christmas, we're going to do one, aren't we? But Christmas is obviously going to be a Carol Cup.
Carol Cup.
All right, so what we'll do is...
Did we do a Carol Cup this year?
We'll have... No, we didn't, no.
What did we do? We did something.
No, we did a World Cup for the last Organ Festival.
Didn't we do something at Christmas?
Not a World Cup, no.
Oh.
We had lots of celebration, obviously. Anyway, so Creator of the Stars of Night. This is Advent.
From all your stops.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, thanks. We had
We got into trouble from Ian Garden for having all our Christmas decorations up far too early.
Oh dear.
He said, "Whatever happened to austere Advent?"
Well, it's BIS. We have to celebrate and we have to look good on screen.
Speak for yourself. I don't look good on screen. That's why I stay away from the screen.
Well, I don't look good on screen. Especially after 3 hours of playing and it's 11:30 at night.
It's not 11:30 to some of these folk out here. They're just getting out of bed, some of them. It's early in the morning.
True, yeah. Come on, let me play so we can go and have a refreshing drink. Creator of the stars of night, thy people's everlasting light. O Jesus, Saviour of us all, regard thy servants when they call. This is the second tune, St. Gregory. And then straight after this, I'm going to go into the voluntary tonight. Paul Larson, if you're still listening, you probably have switched off by now. I'm going to play some howls, okay, for you. And also Daniel has sponsored it, so we will have some howls at the end, which is right there, look. You might have to turn that page. I thought I had this on my iPad, but I haven't. You have to turn that page, it's a bit of an awkward page turn.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, well. Cometh the hour, cometh the page turner.
What, even this hour?
Yes. Everyone has their hour, you know.
This is later
This is
than
mine.
How has it got later than on a Sunday night? This is ridiculous. Right, let's crack on. As Brendan says, this is a beauty. It is Herbert Howell's, the second Psalm prelude from set 1, the one in E flat. All 6. There were 6 Psalm preludes, so 2 sets, and this one was composed in the 1920s. The second set was composed in the 40s, so there's 20 years between them. And actually, you can see Howell's, much more mature Howell's in the second set. Well worth checking out. I would very much like to record all 6 of them.
There's the song. I've got to go.
When I can. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. That's the Psalm verse from Psalm 37, verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Beautiful psalm, one of the nicest ones actually. In fact, no, my favourite one is set 1, number 1. It's got a wonderful moment of the clarinet. And then a bit later on it goes... Oh, I love it. Wonderful piece. I think that's one of my favorite pieces by Howells, actually. And then the 2 of his rhapsodies are fabulous. The number 1 and number 3 are great. Anyway, so obviously there won't be a virtual church tomorrow night because tonight was it. If you want to watch it tomorrow night as well at the usual time, I would love you to. We'll get more views. If you haven't already, please do click the like button. I can see 163 of you have clicked the like button, so thank you very much. Please do click it on your way out if you haven't already. I'm sure most of you have, but make sure you are subscribed. Nala is indeed back in town. She wants her food. That's why she's hovering. And thank you all so much for your donations, for your support, your chat, your good humour. Thank you for just being there and making Virtual Church such a wonderful place. It is, as I've said a few times tonight, I really appreciate all of you. And Virtual Church quite simply would not be what it is without you. So thank you all so much. A particular thank you tonight to James Palmer, who's been my producer, who's been telling me what to play, basically in what order. So thank you very much, James. And he says that we've had 31 pieces tonight. That's quite a marathon, actually, isn't it? 31 pieces. So a busy one. I'm off to Lansing tomorrow for a Come and Sing Requiem by Matthew Coleridge. If you are in the area and you fancy coming down to Lansing, to pop your head in and have a look at the monumental chapel, you'd be more than welcome. So on that note, I will say a good night. I will say a cheerio. And I will say, you make sure you stay safe. So I'll see you next week for the quarterfinals. Only 8 hymns next week for the Isaac Watts. Is that right? 7th? Yep, the quarterfinals next week. So we'll be able to get in some pre-requests as well. Until then, I will say a cheerio. Good night, everyone. You take care and stay safe. Goodbye.